Today we'll be talking about... Strong clip. I meant Deadpool.
Quite unfortunate.
What's the first thing that comes to our minds when we hear the word superhero? It's a handsome, muscular man or woman, always serious about work, and, yeah, with superpowers. But what do we get? Deadpool is someone who doesn't give a shit about seriousness. He dances around enemies, kills them for fun, and yeah, he's a bit sarcastic too.
You're so dark! Do you say you're not from the DC universe?
So today we'll be talking about the top 10 badass Deadpool moments.
4 or 5 moments, that's all it takes
To...
be a hero.
Starting off the list, we have Colossus' speech. Colossus was one of the calmest people you could ever meet across the superhero world, who always tried to be polite and gentle.
Oh! You're on the left. You're beautiful.
That is so sweet.
So when Deadpool was about to pull the trigger on Ajax, he intervenes and started giving a speech about how he can become a hero by forgiving someone's mistakes. He talks about sacrifices, sparing the enemy's life, etc.
Moments when you're offered a choice. To make a sacrifice, conquer a flaw, save a friend, spare an enemy.
However, Deadpool being Deadpool, he pulls the trigger instead, stating that it was boring. Literally describing Deadpool as a hole.
Just promise.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for the next 4 moments.
Next up, we have Wade deflecting bullets with his sword. Going way back in the year 2009, X-Men Origins Wolverine had a scene where William Stryker put a team of mutants together for his job. Logan and Victor were teamed up with other mutants, whom included Wade Wilson, who later came to be known as Deadpool.
Great. Stuck in an elevator with 5 guys on a high-protein diet.
The scene was in Nigeria, where Stryker and his team infiltrated a local diamond smuggling ring in search of a rare mineral. Coming out of the lift, Wade alone defeats all the gunmen in the hall where their boss was sitting. Wade used his sword as a shield for oncoming bullets, and he was also able to cut one of the bullets in half, deflecting it to a couple of gunmen behind him, eventually killing them.
Okay. People are dead.
Get down.
What?
At number 8, we have the death of Deadpool's girlfriend Vanessa. In the early part of Deadpool 2, Vanessa and Wade, also known as Deadpool, were chilling out in their apartment. They were both suggesting names for the kid, when suddenly, about a half-dozen thugs show up at their residence. Wade almost neutralizes the threat, however one of the thugs still got a chance to fire a shot at Vanessa, and Wade tries to deflect it through a knife. However, he fails to do so, eventually getting Vanessa killed. Although he avenges her death by killing her murderer, this event brought a kind of change in Deadpool's life.
Dopinder.
Pool. Dead. Nice.
Smells good, no?
Not the Daffodil Daydream. The girl.
Up next, we have Cab Rides with Dopinder, an Indian cab driver who is kind of an anti-hero, but still loves thrill and adventure a lot. So, these cab rides are basically taking or dropping Deadpool to various locations around town. In between, they have some hilarious conversations. Notably, Dopinder's love life, how his brother stole his girlfriend, and how he kidnapped his brother, etc.
Geeta's heart has been stolen by my cousin Bandhu. He is as dishonorable as he is attractive.
Deadpool teaches him how to always hold on to his love, because Deadpool himself had some issues in his love life.
Don't make the same mistakes I did. Got it?
Yeah.
Or else the whole world tastes like Mama June after hot yoga.
Dopinder has been one of the most beloved characters in both movies, because he's kind of an innocent person, but has a devil's brain.
I presume a crisp high five?
For you? 10. Let's dance. And by dance, I mean let's try to kill each other.
Final fight between Ajax and Deadpool is our next moment. Ajax, the main villain in the first Deadpool movie, had a standoff with Deadpool at the end of that movie, starting with a sword fight which was evenly matched and followed by a fist fight, in which Ajax was a bit stronger because of his physicality. Vanessa intervenes and puts the sword in the back of Ajax. Although Ajax was still alright, the building on which they were fighting collapses, giving Deadpool some time to recover. Later, near the collapsed building, they both engage in a fist fight again. This time, Deadpool comes on top and asks Ajax to fix his face, which Ajax tells him it's quite impossible.
After all this, you can't fix me?
It sounds even stupider when you say.
Deadpool points a gun at Ajax's head, and then Colossus comes out with a heroic speech, but Deadpool eventually kills Ajax.
Hey! Pick on someone your own size!
That's such a you thing to say. Go get him, Tiger! Big CGI fight coming up!
Next up, we have Colossus versus Juggernaut. The final scene in Deadpool 2 is between Juggernaut and Colossus, both gigantic mutants with extreme strength. When Deadpool and Cable go to save Fire Fist from Juggernaut, they came to know about Juggernaut's strength, who merely does anything to put them off.
Zip it, Thanos. We have a deal, and you fuck.
Hey! I'm gonna shove that cab driver right up your ass.
While Deadpool was down with an iron bar in his skull, he sees Colossus coming there to rescue him. The funny part being the romantic theme played back. Then Colossus faces Juggernaut, throwing punches at each other. It was action-packed, and still somewhat funny. Colossus manages to take him down with the help of fellow X-Men Negasonic and Yukio. Juggernaut was tied with a glowing metallic chain, and Colossus shoves an electric wire up Juggernaut's oops!
I can distort electrical fields, including the one inside your brain, causing anxiety, confusion, pain.
So basically, you're Dave Matthews.
At number 4, we have the Auditions helped by Deadpool and Weasel to form a team against Cable consisting of people with special powers. A number of individuals show up with different superpowers and eventually all get selected, including Peter, who doesn't even have superpowers.
Any powers you want to tell us about? Any,
No, I don't have one.
Although the auditions have really entertaining moments, like Domino's introduction, whose real superpower was being lucky, which Deadpool didn't believe in, eventually selecting her because she didn't know 2008's Ryan Reynolds.
Like 2008 Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know who that is.
You're hired.
All the selected superhumans eventually died later in the movie, except for Domino.
Really?
Dopinder was also annoyed that he wasn't selected while Peter was. Thank God he didn't.
You're in. Yeah.
Give me back my skee-ball token.
Up next, we have Deadpool versus Cable. The whole fight starts for who gets a hold of Fire Fist. Deadpool recruits X-Force to intercept a convoy, which is carrying Fire Fist and other mutants to another place. The X-Force tries to intercept the convoy via aerial path, and all of them got killed during the parachute landing except for Domino and Deadpool. Domino, however, reaches out to the main truck carrying mutants and gains control of the vehicle. Then, Cable arrives and has a little fist fight with Domino, and then Deadpool arrives in the truck and their fight begins.
Got it! No, I don't.
The truck they're traveling in loses its brakes, and now they're causing mayhem in the city, smashing cars, buildings, etc. Deadpool also tried his best with deflecting bullets shot by Cable with his swords, but not so cleanly like he did in X-Men Origins.
Oh, those bullets are like super fast.
Sensing opportunity, Fire Fist frees himself from his cell and moves towards a highly secured cell, managing to opening it, and boom, Juggernaut gets out. Juggernaut brings down the bridge they were traveling on, and there we go.
Something is so terribly, terribly wrong.
Maximum effort.
Next up, we have the highway fight scene. So, opening scene in Deadpool was Deadpool waiting for Ajax's convoy on a bridge, as he was seeking revenge against Ajax for destroying his face. As the convoy approaches, Deadpool jumps off the bridge in one of the convoy vehicles and causes havoc on the road. Deadpool only had 12 bullets left in his pistol, and he made full use of every single one of them, especially the last one, which he uses to take down 3 thugs. Later, Ajax reaches the location, faces the anger of Deadpool, and when Deadpool was going to kill Ajax, again Colossus arrives and takes Deadpool away. Deadpool attempts to hit Colossus with his wrists and feet, and it's a treat to watch.
Cockshot! Oh, your poor wife!
Colossus then handcuffs him, but it's no use as Deadpool, in classic Deadpool fashion, still escapes by slitting his wrists. And finally, at number 1, we have the post-credits scene of Deadpool 2. Deadpool gains the access of Cable's time-traveling gadget and gets it repaired by Negasonic and Yukio. He travels to the past to amend the mistakes he has done in the past. Firstly, he arrives at the apartment during the murder of Vanessa, but this time, he gets the hitman killed, hence saving Vanessa and his unborn kid.
I'll be right back.
Second, he arrives at the location of Peter's death, the human without special powers recruited by X-Force. He asks Peter to walk away from the location as X-Force isn't real, hence saving Peter's life in the process. Then, Deadpool arrives at the location of X-Men Origins' final scene where Logan and Silent Deadpool face off. He kills Silent Deadpool before the fight begins.
Hey, it's me. Don't scratch.
We see a dig against the DC Universe once again as he kills actor Ryan Reynolds before he signs his biggest flop, the Green Lantern.
You're welcome, Canada.
The Hitler scene is funny too as he threatens him. One of the best post-credit scenes we could ever ask for.
Maximum effort.
Call them scenes or moments, they shape the legacy of what we know today as an indelible character. What's your favorite Deadpool movie moment? Feel free to sound off in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to never miss my new uploads. I'll see you next time on the TV Regent.
It's over. Go home.